Alright. At the exact moment, we are currently waiting on one of our players. I just accidentally opened the internet. My bad. But as soon as they show up, we should be able to get this session started. Really am wondering where they are. It's Luke. Yeah, pal. Oh, I never answered that question about... I am currently eating noodles. Don't worry about it. Good lord. Empty neglected bit cup. Thank you, Chenti. The poor neglected bit cup has been so empty as of late. And now it is so full. I love it. All of its beautiful little bits. Raining down from the heavens. Like snow. Or hail. More like snow. Alright, This is getting a little bit awkward. Where is he?
You want to do the college rule?
Which is?
15 minutes?
And go.
15 minutes and then we can... Okay. Yeah.
Hope he's okay.
Yeah, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Just messaged him and got no response. So that's a
I
little
hope he's okay.
awkward.
That's worrying. Okay.
Brother also didn't respond.
Shanty.
Shenty. True, but if the brother also didn't respond.
Oh wait, they're brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Today I learned.
There's a reason they sound exactly the same.
You know, I don't listen to people because that involves, you know, paying attention to other people other than the glorious me.
That's fair. That's fair.
God, I sound like an asshole.
Welcome to D&D, bees. Hopefully we'll actually able to, you know, play.
Just a little bit.
Since Luke is missing.
I'm used to it.
Don't worry, we still love you. In your own special way.
This is gonna be
My
rough. if
mommy
Luke
says
doesn't
I'm
show up.
special.
Actually, that could clear up... That could clear up an issue I had
Ah.
Oh.
about spells. Oh, I'm not talking to them right now. They can't hear this. I disconnect from the... or I mute the Discord chat. Oh, my old mod appears. Gasp. Later. You coming back?
No, but I'll be on.
Works for me. The wonderful and fantastic Nove. Also eating this delicious pasta. Hey, and we got the hosts. So we're waiting until... We're waiting until what time exactly?
Yes,
No, that's not a time.
I know.
Alright. 7:20?
7:20? Yeah.
If we hit 7:20 and Luke hasn't appeared, we're just gonna go ahead and start. Has a crystal and a desert. Or even dessert. I didn't misspell it, did I? No, okay, we're good. Had a heart attack for a second there. I was like, shit. Did I screw it up? Crap. It does. That's not what you're expecting. Not at all. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the crystal. Don't worry about the crystal. Don't worry about the desert. Don't worry about the crystal desert. Don't worry about it. You'll find out in due time. So we're gonna chill here and listen to some nice tunes. I'm gonna eat my pasta while waiting for Luke.
Anything new with anybody else?
Not really. We just went on an expedition up north. Well, kinda north.
North-ish.
I'm still hoping to give me a job.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah.
Interview went well.
That's
I'm
good.
hopeful, but they also said they interviewed like 7 or 8 other people, so here's hoping none of them seem more qualified than I do.
I think you got a shot at it. I'm hopeful.
High hopeful.
You don't even need to finish the joke.
I still haven't heard back
When
from
the
people.
dad
I
jokes
interviewed
begin.
from last week.
The dad jokes never stop.
Fair. And what was that news?
The place I interviewed last week, I still haven't heard back from, even though they said they call on the weekend. So, you know, I don't know. We shall see.
Fans riot. No.
You can call them tomorrow and ask if they've made a decision on the position.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
I'll do it
Okay.
because I want the job.
Yeah, that's fair.
How many times is misspelled while typing that? You're like, God damn it, I just tried so hard to make a joke and I just fucked it up. No worries, we still love you. Okay. Let's pour my dice out into my dice tray. I appreciate the designation of me as a professional streamer. I do try my best. Now, of course, let me line up all my d20s with the 20s facing up. Out of paranoia. I have so many d20s, you guys. I think I have 8. Something like that. I think it's 9 at this point. There's a silver one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Their 9th d20. Yes. The
Is
ace
everybody on the stream right now as well as on the Discord?
You're spelling so
I am.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Three
so
For as long as my
I'll do
computer
one.
wants to put up with it.
Wow.
I
That's
know,
like
right?
a
I
pro.
have the same
It's
issue.
like a pro job though. This is just like another retail job, but it's a better retail job than the last retail job.
But I've currently got the stream muted just so I don't get echoey Falcon.
Oh, that's
Good.
fair,
Also, you
yeah,
don't get
that's
spoilers when I chat with the audience. What?
That do.
Yeah, I like to have it open, but I keep the thing paused.
Yeah.
Because then I can still meme about in the chat as I am wont to do.
As you all want to do.
Yes. Indeed.
Yours are much louder than me? Shit, let me... Alright, how's that? How's that? Hey, somebody say something.
Something.
Something. Damn it.
Something. Right? You can't meme faster.
We're losing ya, JD. A lot better? Fantastic. Pending player speaking.
You're breaking up.
Oh no!
You're breaking up with me? No. No. I don't care. Never loved you anyway.
Diva voice, I still love you.
How could you say such hurtful things?
Oh.
You see, it was really easy, actually.
Stone cold.
I'm so cold I make stone shiver.
Yeah, it's Minato all alone. Minato.
I'm so cool, I make ice cubes jealous.
Minato is missing.
Y'all.
And I guess will not be joining us tonight. Alright, I guess Minato won't be joining us tonight.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Sure is. So, okay. You have a D&D ice cube? Oh my god, Chanty. That looks incredible. That's amazing. Or D20 ice cube, sorry. Not D&D ice cube, that'd be dumb. That could be anything. Anything else.
Except cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to, I'm going to have to... I guess we'll just do without Minato tonight, which will suck, but could be worse. At least it was not the episode tailored to Minato's abilities. So, let me chill out this music. I actually can't scroll lower on the music. Damn it. I'm just gonna have to pause it awkwardly. Okay. Alright, y'all ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
I was about to say the same thing, damn it.
Okay, let me swap that. Swap this. Bing, bang, boom. Hey, by the way, check out the newest version of the overlay that Skylark has made. Looks incredible. Look at this, it's awesome. Look, there's like this fuzzy stuff around the portraits. There's this sick, nasty chat window. There's like this. I mean, that bit looks awesome. Not the bowl of pasta. No. The bit with all the freaking, look at all those little dice down there. I can't point to them because I can't point into the overlay. But look at them down there. They're so cute. They're so cute. I love this paper. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's just the coolest shit ever. I love this thing. It's amazing. It looks awesome. All right. Sorry, I was nerding out about the overlay. Okay, everybody ready?
As I'll ever be.
You won that time.
Like the overlay.
Okay, alrighty. So, you guys, I believe where we left off, you guys had just beaten the Plane of Waters fun game and brought the source back and smashed it. Squidditch, yes. So, you guys did that. Congratulations. That is 3 planes down, I believe, out of a total amount. Who knows what that amount is?
Oh.
Who knows? It's not you guys.
You might, though. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink.
I mean, I actually don't. I haven't counted.
Oh.
It's a lot, though. Don't worry about it. So let's see here. So you
We did
guys.
character intros.
Yeah, if you want, you can go ahead and do character intros.
I'm not doing it alone.
Are we just saying our character's name and class and race or anything else?
Yeah, also your name, handle, whatever you use on the internet these days.
Yeah, go ahead and if you really want to, pop out your tag and character. If you want. We are missing 2.
Alright,
so-
I'll start.
Alright.
What up, everyone, watchers, all of you out there? So delighted to have you. I'm JD. I play Zacro, the cat wizard.
Hi, I'm Skylark Landing, and I play Mir, the Kenku cleric. Birdie friend.
Oh,
This
that's
is
so mean.
Chenti. I play the dwarven fighter Brahm.
Yeah.
I'm Sketchy. Usually you'll hear my name in Goddamn It Sketchy. I play temp placeholder of the New Jersey Placeholders, a wood elf monk.
Alright, let's go.
We currently also
just
have
test rolled in that one.
in the campaign, but not in the voice chat, we have Tiska Shepherd, the tiefling druid of the Circle of the Land of the Forest. Additionally, in the game, but not present tonight, we do have Minato Virva, our lovely human trickster rogue. Alright. So, last we left off, you guys, I think you guys just went back to the camp.
Yeah, we wanted to chill. We needed to chill.
You needed to chill after being in the plane of water.
We
Okay.
needed to dry off a little bit, you know.
Yeah, of course. You came out of the water completely soaked in water. As
But-
would normally happen with water.
That happens most of the time.
That's a new record.
That is a pretty impressive record, yeah. Anyone you would like
What
to
are you talking about? He's made worse puns before.
I mean, yeah, but not as quickly.
Oh.
Like, good lord. So, you guys return to the camp. You sleep off your epic game of Kiliel's Pearl.
Squidge.
Do we have
And
time in the camp?
sure, a little bit, yeah. Would you like to do something?
Mir is going to ask for Brahm's help with something, if he has a moment.
Shoot.
She has these spoons she took from the galley on the wormwood.
Yeah.
She casts mending on them, trying to fix them up. They're a little rusty, being down at the bottom of the ocean, the endless ocean at the plane of water, however they got there. So Mir brings up like these mended spoons up to Brahm and is like, "Hey Brahm, can I ask a favor?
Of course. What is up?
Can you help me make these into jewelry? I was thinking like, kind of cut most of the handle off and like curve it into a little loop so you can wear as a pendant. Maybe turn the rest of the handle into a ring. I have ideas, but I'm not very good at the making that sort of thing. I can like crochet, but metal not so much."
I'm using my shit over that. What is up?
I can cut gems. However, I do not have an artistic eye for fine work.
You could give it a go if you wanted.
Shall try my best.
Mir will like do a little drawing of what she's talking about to help.
I will remind you that you do know a jeweler.
We do.
Yeah, someone who's made jewelry before. Hey, speak up.
Oh, hey there, how's it going? I am the jewelry guy.
You can help Temp? Can you? I have ideas. She shows you her little drawing. She's like,
Yes. Well, it could use some reinforcement here, but other than that, it looks decent. Do I need to roll something to make this?
So who's making it?
I feel like Brahm just made it.
Oh.
I've got more than one spoon. You can both try.
Oh yeah, Battle of the Spoons!
Oh,
Battle
God.
of the Spoons.
If that is what you desire, you may Battle of the Spoons this out.
Apparently, we're going for the Battle of the Spoons.
You're gonna have to do pretty well.
Are you agreeing to participate in this Battle of the Spoons, Brom?
Sure, why not?
Alright, I guess I'll need you both to make, let's say straight dexterity checks.
Yikes.
Alrighty.
It's not gonna go well.
Fingering, come on.
I was gonna say, would they have their proficiencies for
For,
the different tools?
for tinkering, I mean, yeah, you can add your proficiency bonus to it, but it won't matter that much because
Alrighty.
both of you should have the same proficiency bonus.
Yeah. We
Fair
do.
point.
Is it just the straight roll, no mods?
I think
well, it's
add your dexterity modifier.
So it's a d20 plus your
Okay,
dex
it's
modifier,
dex.
plus your proficiency bonus. You both make... Are these bracelets? What are you going for here?
Basically, I don't know if you've ever seen like spoon rings. Where, like you take the
Mm,
handle from a spoon, you curve it into a ring.
Not heard
Can't
of
say that I
those.
have.
Okay, I have two of them. I'll have to post pictures later.
Alright.
But basically cutting the handle so like there's like maybe an inch left with the part with the actual spoon, and like curve that to make a little loop so it can be used as a pendant, and use the rest of the handle for a ring. Spoon
Okay.
jewelry.
Interesting. Alright.
This is something that I, as a player, know how to make, but as a character, Mir wouldn't. Her crafting tendencies are mostly crocheting cozy things to give to people.
Which is adorable.
The whole offering comfort from her deity sort of thing.
That's so cute. Okay, so, I think what happens here, Chenti, you got a 13, I believe, and then Lurker, you got a 19. You both make a ring. Lurker's ring is perfect and beautiful. Well, almost perfect. I mean, there's like, it was a spoon handle. It's not the most gorgeous ring in the universe. But you've got the name of the ship on the handle, and you managed to make it so that it was like, it like had written on it shittily, like, property of the wormwood, because, you know, people steal spoons. But, you managed to hammer out the words property of. Good God, my music is loud. Hold on just a second. Alright, we're good. You managed to hammer that out so that it doesn't have, like, property of written on it, just the wormwood. And you have seamlessly created a not steel. I guess it would be steel. Stainless steel color, you know? A steel ring from a spoon found on the wormwood. Brom, you also make a steel ring from a spoon found on the wormwood. Yours is like, it's different stylistically, is what's happened here. And yours is like, whereas Temp's is made in such a way that it's like a perfect smooth ring with no seams, you can tell where yours was like, it was bent, it was welded together. This was something, and it's now a new thing. Because it was something else, it's now better because it's this new thing. And they both look awesome.
That's my favorite part. They both look awesome.
Mir takes this spoon jewelry with an almost like reverent air. She looks between the two of you, and it's a little hard to read her birdie visage, but you think she might be tearing up a little. She goes, "Thank you both so much. I will, in return, I shall make you scarves. I shall make you the best scarves. What are your favorite colors?"
Purple, I suppose.
Brom, favorite colors?
I like brown, the color of dirt, like my homeland.
I wish I had a home now.
Mir nods. Seriously, you can tell she's actually giving this thought already. She takes her spoon jewelry back
I
off
look
to her.
around the color of dirt in my homeland.
She puts on the rings, one on the ring finger, one on the middle finger, and kind of admires them. And then she heads back to her little tent for snacks and working on her crochet.
God, get inspiration. I can't not give it to you for that. Oh my god.
It's too pure.
I can't not. You have to you have to have inspiration for that. Oh my god.
Oh, thank you.
It's just too pure.
Oh, she will also, when Lorelai has a moment, ask her about that postage situation.
Oh, yeah. Lorelai's working on it. She went up... She hasn't had a lot of time, but she sent the current work-in-progress version of, like, a big version of one of those collars that you can put on a horse. She sent that up with another scientist to the edge of the giant dome over Saints Haven Valley, and they should return within a day or so with the results.
Mir thanks her. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to being able to send letters back home. Say hi to my grandma, let her know we found the wormwood. You know, tell my parents no, I'm not dead, and look, I earned something as an adventurer with these gems.
Jesus, I can't even deal with that. Oh my god. She's too cute. She's too cute.
I don't know if you're reading the chat, but
Everyone.
Damn, Drew Dodd says, I'm not too worried about the DM killing the players. I am worried about the players killing the DM.
Yup.
It's true, it's true. It's just too cute. I can't deal with it.
So Mir's got her spoon jewelry and is now crocheting. Was Zakro asking any other strange questions today?
Oh man, well. As far as strange questions, I would like to know what's your favorite color of bird? And I think that Zach's probably standard morning activities of pastry hunting is going to resume today.
Okay, roll me an investigation check, Zach.
Oh, right. Oh no. 8?
You return to the pastry shop that you found the last time, because you remember where it is.
Yeah, of course.
You, however, find that in your absence, the previously sealed pastry shop has been pilfered by some unknown creature, and there are no pastries left. There's nothing.
I look for tracks.
You look for tracks.
I'm looking for tracks.
The earth elemental we pissed
roll me
off.
survival in that case.
Oh,
I was gonna say, Mira would accompany you on this. She would be of no help with the investigation because I rolled and I got a 3, -1 because her intelligence is not so good.
Oh boy.
Oh
She
boy.
can try and help you with the tracking bit though.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
16.
Whoever's... What?
16.
16. You find...
23.
Oh,
wow.
man.
Okay, you do find
It's
tracks.
a wisdom-based skill and I'm a cleric.
You find tracks. You find tracks of whatever creatures stole this. They have hooves. And they came and they crashed their way through the window and they took the pastries. There was a scuffle. There were several scuffles. It seems that these things maybe fought over the pastries. Whatever these things are, they're bipedal and they have hooves and they're not very large. They're probably, I don't know, probably about Mir's size. And then they left and they went down
5'1" to 5'2".
the street. They went down several alleyways and roll me another survival check.
Alright. Alright.
19?
19. What
lose
up?
the
We both
tracks.
got 19.
Yay.
The tracks, after a while, disappear.
Oh. They took my Danishes.
Mir puts a gentle, comforting hand on Zakro's shoulder.
Grr. Alright. I guess we should probably go back now.
Alright, anybody else want to do anything?
I'm gonna hunt down the Danish thief someday.
Can I get my hammer repaired, or is that something that I can do with
You got a new
smithing
hammer.
skills?
Remember?
I did. Oh, down.
You got a
I need
magic
a
hammer.
refresh for what we did. Yeah, I know the water.
The drift
world
breaker.
thing. Yep.
Yep. Alright, anyone else? JD, if you're gonna write something like that in chat, you better freaking say it out loud.
Yeah,
I
better.
did. But I'll repeat it if you need to.
Yes, please. We didn't hear it.
It took my Danishes. I vow vengeance.
Alright. Chenti, no, there are no difference in the hammer specs between yours, your original one, and this new one, other than it is a +1 magic weapon. Also, in the future, if you have to make a check to swim, you have advantage on that check.
Oh boy.
Hell yes. That's correct, JD. And it is a swimming hammer. With 1 M, apparently, according to Jay Deleuze.
Partially B says, someone stole my sweet roll.
Damn, Dramon, knowing what I'm...
Yes.
Look,
That's what happened.
don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. They're not gonna crop up now.
So you're a little bit salty that someone stole your sweet roll?
I'm more than a little bit salty right now.
Mira gives you some yarn to play with to make you feel better.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Thank you.
Okay, anything else anybody wants to do before you're embarking on your next adventure?
Nope.
Okay. Without much of a clear plan in mind, you guys decide that, I mean, it's probably best to just go for the next plane.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, might as well.
Any
Do you have
objections?
any idea ahead of time what one we're going for?
You'll only have the color of the rift to warn you.
Okay.
All right.
Jeez.
Now this is out of game. Seeing as Minato is not here, and I don't think it would quite be a good idea to DMPC her yet. I am going to have Lorelai come
What does
with
Lorelai
you.
think is going to happen next?
Lorelai doesn't know. I mean, it could be anything.
It's
really.
anybody's game.
It's probably one of the inner planes because that seems to be what is cropping up mostly. But it's possible that one of the outer planes could appear while in this. Like, I mean, you've seen things from the outer planes come through before. We actually have some of them in the city and whatnot. But it's probably one of the inner planes, one of the elemental planes, or the Feywild or the Shadowfell, or possibly the Outlands. That's all I've got. Sorry, I can't get any more specific. So, I'm not going to have Minato come with you. I will, however, have Lorelai come with you.
Minato's off investigating business opportunities or something.
Yep. Yes, she has vanished. And you think she's probably fed up with Alexander not being able to find stuff in his basement, and she's gone to actually help Alexander and his poor assistant find things in that stupid extra-dimensional basement.
This is what you get for having an extra dimensional basement, you know.
But it's so helpful. You could put so many things in it.
It's bigger on the inside.
It's bigger. It's so useful. It just can occasionally be not useful. I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't prepared to send people things or sell people things while I was, you know, here to collect and not have to access my greater stock. It is definitely a basement of holding, yes. Nove, thank you for the bits. Alright, so you guys head up to the rift. And it is currently in its soap bubble phase. And you chill there for a little bit. And after...
Mira's crocheting.
Yes, absolutely. After about 12 to 13 minutes or so, the rift activates, and it goes swirly, and the surface of it turns from its characteristic rainbow soap bubble sheen to a sort of deep orange reddish glow.
Oh,
Oh boy.
We'll go.
All right. True to what normally happens, Tiska goes in first. I will be doing most of Tiska because Echo is not in voice chat. Echo, let me know if I fuck anything up. As true to form, Tiska goes in first and tells you guys that it is pretty much safe on the other side. And she has vanished, and Lorelai comes up and says, I know Minato's not with you, and you guys are running a little low on, you kind of need Minato most of the time, so, I figured it might be safer for you if I come through this time. With you.
Muriel's field trip!
Lorelai's like, it's sort of, yeah.
I suppose.
Alright, so she will accompany you
He
through.
gives her like a happy pat on the shoulder and is like, "Welcome to the Rift Watchers."
I'm certainly glad to be here. Okay,
I'm
so
glad to be here.
So, you all head through.
Mir does her customary prayer before stepping through.
Okay, go ahead and
You also
whisper me
hear her mutter a little.
that. Or not whisper, but go ahead and say that then.
Oh, is her, Zai, grant me wisdom and safe travel. Ayla, be my shield in battle. Lend me the strength of the sun. Soon guide me home when day is done. And this bit is like in the voice of her, priest or whatnot, but then the second bit is a little more cobbled together, a little more like Mir's usual speech.
Aw.
Please not the plane of fire. Please not the plane of fire. Please not the plane of fire.
You step through. On the other
What do
side,
we got?
all of you, you see, as you step through the rift, you step down a little bit. The rift is quite close to the ground, and you see in front of you a massive cavern. The rock beneath your feet is hard. It is a sort of flecked stone. It is glossy in many places. You're climbing over rocks, and you see in this cavern, and it is massive, but you can see to the ceiling of it. There is a sort of like a smoky smog kind of stuff lingering near the top. You can see there are networks of tunnels running through the walls. You can see stalagmites and stalactites. I did the wrong hand motions for those. Don't worry about it. You can see them. You can see in the distance there are shapes moving through some of the smoke, and you can see dripping from hollows in the walls and pooling in puddles and ponds and lakes of brilliant glowing orange. You can see magma. As far as you can see, there is magma everywhere.
Mir turns to Lorelai and goes, "Is this the elemental plane of fire?"
And Lorelai says, maybe? I'm not certain. I've never been there myself. And it certainly seems quite warm.
Mir makes a sound like some piece of furniture creaking under a little too much weight.
Okay. Zakrow, if you would like to roll Arcana, you can try and figure out where you are.
Did we lose Zakro?
Mm-hmm. Zakrow. Oh, we lost Zakrow. Shit. You can see Lorelai muttering to herself. She's wondering. She's just. No, but he's. I don't know where. But if the stones are, and she's just like talking about things. She's looking at the ground. She's confused. She has no idea. She rolled a 6.
Oh.
Oh, it didn't add a
Rest in
modifier.
pieces.
Zachar stepped into the wrong portal. Oh dear. Did we die? No, Zachar, we did not. Reconnect. Yeah. Are we in the plane of fire? Roll me Arcana.
Oh, 21.
A 21. You look around and you are seeing all of this flowing magma, this lava, this brilliant melted rock. And you think, this is not the plane of fire. This were the plane of fire, there probably wouldn't be this much rock. It's probably the plane of magma, which is between fire and
Earth and
earth.
Oh yeah, I would know that.
You would.
So, what is the Yeah. How are we doing?
Mir makes another little confused jumble of sounds. You think maybe she isn't sure if this is better or not.
Are we like standing in lava, dying right now?
No, you're standing
No, we're on
on
rock,
stone.
looking out at lots and lots of lava.
By the way,
So
it is
basically,
hot.
we're on Mustafar right now.
You're... Listen. Listen, no you're not.
Boy.
Okay, so what does the box say?
Oh, the nav box. It's pointing you, it's... If the rift is pointing north and south, it's pointing you northeast. Jada Liz, if you're gonna make that joke, you gotta make it in voice chat.
I'm not doing it!
Well then, I'm not gonna laugh at it.
Alright, so how are we gonna follow the box if everything is lava?
Well, not everything is lava. Most of the floor is lava, but,
The floor is lava!
you
For
can
the benefit
see...
of our viewers who are not in the Discord, the joke was, what does the box say? Ding 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 ding.
Why are you like this?
I blame Jada Luz for that one.
Blame Jada Luz for that one. Absolutely. You can see there are,
Okay,
like...
guys,
Skeletal
so we
says
need
play
to-
the floor's lava game. Oh, definitely.
What it is.
You guys can see there is, there are, like, the lava pools in the lowest areas. There are higher locations and there are tunnels running through the rock that are not filled with lava. You get the idea that this area is, for something called the plane of magma, this seems to have not that much magma, so it's probably one of the lesser magma-ed areas of the plains.
I see.
So you can probably make your way along rocks and avoid most of the lava. Magma.
Alright, that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna try to pick our way following the box.
Okay. You guys head northeast. Right? I don't know if it's above or below. I don't know if it's lava or magma.
Right? It's the plane of magma, therefore it's magma. That's the way it is.
Magma? Okay.
Mir looks
You are-
thoroughly unpleased with the situation.
Not a fan of
She's
the
like
heat?
holding her bow a little close and occasionally fanning herself a bit. She's covered in feathers.
Oh. Fluff.
Yes, she's designed to be fluffy and warm.
Okay.
I like the plane of air better, she mutters.
Aw.
I like the plane of air better too.
You guys pick your way through some of the caverns, and it is not long before you find that you are at a place where you cannot go any further without some sort of intervention. Because you make your
We're
way
having
through
an intervention.
a couple of
Great.
tunnels and find yourself standing at the edge of what looks like a river of magma. And there's actually like a magma flow falling down from the wall, kind of like a waterfall, but you know, not water at all. And this river of magma is about 25-30 feet wide. It's a distance.
Okay.
And at the moment you have seen no visible way to cross it.
Hear me out. Is there a bridge anywhere?
There is no bridge.
Okay. What are our thoughts on this? Can't jump it.
Perception.
I unfortunately do not have. Does anyone have any sort of water spells prepared? We could cool some. I unfortunately don't have those prepared today.
Ray of Frost. It's a cantrip.
Okay. Let's see. How does that spell work exactly?
Well, just a moment.
Well, we can figure that out.
Yeah, because it'll shut down my Discord if I try to look it up on my app. 60 feet. A frigid beam of blue-white light streaks towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
So 1d8 cold damage.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check. I'm gonna say that
Okay.
I'm gonna view each 10-foot or 5-foot cube of magma as its own thing with a certain amount of hit points.
Oh, jeez.
Natural 1.
You
Rest in pieces.
miss, first off. And then go ahead and roll me a d20.
Ow. No, okay.
Please tell me she's not about to freeze the healer.
14.
Alright. Roll me another d20.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1.
Okay. Wow. Go ahead and roll damage.
Not sure if that's good or bad.
What am I rolling?
Damage.
Oh. 1d8.
You hit your own foot. Is that a d20 for each foot?
2.
Okay, and then with your modifiers and everything?
It's a 2.
That's it?
Yeah,
It just does the 1d8 damage.
Alright. Temp, take 4 points of
Speed
damage.
is reduced by 10 feet.
Ouch.
God dang
Temp.
it.
All around me are familiar faces. Worn out places. Worn out faces. I'll survive.
My chat
Temp
box
is just
not
gonna kind of
okay.
look over. That wasn't cool.
Wow, and you managed to make a pun about it. Okay.
I think Temp may be
Alright.
giving you the cold shoulder, Zachrow.
Ah.
I suppose it's fair to say you gave him a cold shoulder.
Yikes.
I
Alright.
did.
Crap. Alright,
Wait,
so you
so
missed
but
completely.
I've got my pain relief right here because we're in the icy hot dimension.
Fair.
Emphasis on the hot.
You missed completely. And you actually fire it into Temp's leg.
Okay.
So you give him a cold leg and he gives you the cold shoulder.
Yep.
Such is life.
I should be updating now. I don't know why I wasn't.
Hmm.
Alright, any other ideas on how to cross this river of magma?
I say we jump it.
You want to put
Buddy?
that to the test?
No.
Don't.
Now, I think the worst part is I almost took levitate today, and I thought, nah. So,
Does anyone have
Obviously-
create water?
no.
Tiska offers to fly people across, but I think that would
Afternoon.
take a lot of strength, because in this dimension there is not subjective directional gravity, and you weigh the normal amount.
Tiska says she has great water.
Okay.
Sweet.
Which does how much water?
Let me look.
Okay.
Oh.
10 gallons per cast.
Yeah, create 10 gallons of clean water within range. No container. Alternatively, water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area. And at higher levels, create or destroy an additional 10 gallons of water, or the size of the cube increases by 5 feet for each slot level above first.
Alright.
I also have enhanceability prepared, which I could cast on Tiska to enhance her strength. Using the following effects. If I'd use both strength, the target has advantage on strength checks, and his or her carrying capacity doubles.
Carrying capacity doubles. Alright, that could do it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Mirror mark that off. Tiska, who you taking across first?
She is typing. Who wants to volunteer?
Zachary
Daedalus
volunteers to go
volunteers.
first. Alright.
Take the kitty across. Try not to singe the fur.
About to heat up, really? Shout out to Twitch user whatever it was. Oryx? Orzies? For the classic line, pick me up in your strong druid arms, Tiska. Alright.
Now they're extra strong. With advantage.
Tiska, roll me a strength check with advantage. Luke, turn your volume down.
What in the world?
God.
Luke, please. It burns.
That is the sound of the old gods trying to drive us into madness.
Well, they need to go back to sleep. It's nap time at the old god's home.
That should be better.
My apologies, I'm driving home.
Don't worry, I made him a lot quieter. Luke, be safe. Don't D&D and drive.
Don't Discord and drive.
Don't Discord and drive. Get back to us when you can.
I'll just listen in.
Get back to us when you can. Do not dungeon and drive. Okay.
Dungeons and driving.
So yeah, Tiska, roll me 2 strength checks. Or 1 strength with advantage.
The first one was 18. The second one?
With modifiers or just straight?
With mod and advantage. Gets
Okay.
an 18.
Okay, yeah. You devise a small, like a rope harness, and you just pick it up and fly poor Zacro, who is clinging to the rope because he doesn't want to fall in the lava, across to the other side of the magma river. And that is the first one across. Just go ahead and roll me like a bunch of checks, and actually your carrying capacity is doubled. You're probably fine for all of these. So that, I suppose, is your first hurdle cleared. You guys have made it across the magma river. Yep,
We solved
And-
your magma puzzle.
you solved my magma puzzle. You guys head further into the plane of magma, And as you're going, you notice that the surroundings, like the caverns, are getting larger. They're getting bigger. You start to lose sight of the roofs of some of these caverns. They are getting really massive. And after a time, Tiska and Mir, I believe, you guys see something ahead of you.
Oh.
You see what looks like a stone obelisk with a big gleaming yellow crystal right in the middle of it. And as you watch, it's glowing, and it starts to glow brighter and brighter and brighter, and then all abruptly it gets very, very dark. You see a bead of yellowy, like neon yellow energy coalesce at the top and go shooting off in another direction.
Mir regards this apparently magical stone with a great deal of caution. A bit of alarm.
Tiska seems to be just as wary of it.
You're just like, if anyone feels their souls being eaten, let me know. My grandma ran into funky stone that ate people's souls. I don't want to get anywhere near this thing if it's going to do the same.
Anybody else? I'm assuming you're with that, you point out the stone to the rest of the party.
She points over like, crazy stone!
Alright, anybody else want to mess with the stone? The strange obelisk?
I want to
I'm not
investigate
crazy
that
enough.
stone.
Okay, how close are you willing to go to the stone?
Well, I actually just got back on voice chat, so what stone?
Oh my god. There's an obelisk.
There was an obelisk with this yellow stone in it, and it started glowing brighter as we approached, and it got really bright, and then it went
See,
dim,
I
and
would
little
Arcana
shot of
check that.
neon yellow, like, shot off. What direction?
A random direction. It is not the same direction as the nav box is pointing.
Okay, I'm gonna Arcana check.
Shoot.
Don't fail me now.
Mir gets an 8 and a 4 for investigation and Arcana, respectively, so she knows nothing.
You don't know what this stone is yet.
She's fairly certain it's magic.
You know nothing, Mir Snow.
What did you get, JD?
15.
15. This looks like... I mean, it's magic, obviously, and when you sniff it over, or whatever, it seems that when it's brighter, there's more magic in it, and when it's dimmer, there's less magic in it.
Smells like witchcraft.
Okay. So is it safe for us to go by? Can I tell if that's safe?
How close are you willing to go to it?
Well. I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
Okay.
What's the rock throwing,
Roll me a d20 and
what
add your
skill
strength.
is that?
It's a straight
Really?
strength check. Yeah.
10.
You pick up a chunk of what looks like granite from the ground, and you throw it at the obelisk, and it bonks off like the base of the obelisks and lands on the ground. Nothing happens.
Okay.
I
Does anybody else want to try tossing a rock at the top?
Mir will give it a shot.
Ooh. Temp likes throwing rocks.
Okay, Temp,
you
roll
really?
me a
Who here is actually
strength
strong
check.
enough to make it happen?
Oh, a strength check.
Uh-huh.
That's a 10.
Mir gets a 12.
You guys are really doing a number on the base of this obelisk. Tiska included.
You know what? We're doing our best, okay?
Mir,
It's
like,
funny, because it's like
puffs
right in
her
front of you.
feathers. Mir puffs her feathers in
You're funny.
indignation and
Look
pulls out her bow and tries shooting an arrow at it.
Roll me an attack.
Alright, that's what I like.
She gets a 13.
It's like a large non-moving target. It's not that hard to hit with a bow and arrow. You shoot the large yellowy crystal. Wow, yeah. The arrow clinks off of it and like ricochets off and probably lands in a pool of lava. Magma. Brahm at the same time picks up a chunk of granite, kind of tosses in one hand, just like a straight straight shot throw, cracks into this crystal. The crystal doesn't break, but it does wobble from where it is suspended in the air in the center of this obelisk. And it wobbles a little bit. It doesn't seem to have damaged it, but it does start to do its little, like, glowing cycle again. Where it's from its dim state, it starts to glow brighter and brighter neon yellow, and it goes brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it
cover!
Goes very, very dark, and the little bead of neon energy goes shooting off from the top again. Off into the caverns and disappears.
Mira, like, jumps back, and then slowly calms down when she sees that nobody's dead.
Is the thing the same direction as before?
Nove, thank you for the bits. Yes, the little bead of light went in the same way as it had prior.
I'm gonna, can we phone a friend?
Who are you gonna phone?
Lorelai?
Well, she's standing right next to you.
You know what? I probably still called her.
And she says, Zacro, I'm right here.
Zacro's just talking into the into the pendant.
Okay.
You're texting while you're in the same room.
You know. So. What do you think it is?
Give me a second. Let me roll her some checks. Ooh. That's hella good. She looks at it, she goes, I think what this seems to be doing is I think it's drawing magic from the ambient area and sending it somewhere. It doesn't seem to be doing it in a harmful manner. I think it's just drawing on the ambient energy of the plane. But I don't know where it's sending it. If we wanted to find out, we could follow those little beads of energy. I think...
I would love to.
I want to know where they're going.
First, I think we should find out, is it sucking up all magic? I'm gonna cast a Ray of Frost at it.
Okay, at the gem?
Yeah, just kind of up towards it, maybe a little bit over it.
I'm just gonna kind of give you the side eye as you cast Ray of Frost.
Roll me an attack, JD.
How do I Ray of Frost? Hang on just a second. Ranged spell attack.
Well, it's simple. You go up to Ray and you tell him he's pretty chill.
21.
Okay, yeah, you fire it off with perfect precision, and it hits the exact center of this large cut gemstone. And it spreads over the surface and then it evaporates, and you're not sure if it just evaporated because it's hot as hell, or if it evaporated because the crystal took it. Doesn't seem that it absorbed your magic at all.
Okay. Well, does the nav box tell me how close the source is?
No.
Just the direction,
Okay.
I think.
You know what?
And it's pointing in a different direction than wherever this is sending its little shoots of light, right?
Right.
Does anybody want to check out the light dots? Because I know I want to check it out.
I want to check it out, but I want to find the power source first.
I forgot we were looking for that. Okay, let's plan.
Plan?
Main quest objective, yes.
What's planning?
You're doing the video game logic of do all the side quests first, huh?
Well, duh.
Well, what are you doing?
Are we following the nav box?
I mean, we should probably.
All right.
So you guys are gonna ignore this obelisk for now and follow the nav box instead?
Keep note of where it is. We'll come back. We'll come back to this.
Okay. Alright, you guys leave the obelisk where it is, and you proceed through this cavern, and as soon as you You leave this cavern through a little tunnel, and when you come out, you wonder if you're still even in the caves, until you see the walls stretching up and away into a distant ceiling. You can't even see the roof through the haze. It looks like an overcast sky. And in front of you, you see something. It's very odd. It is, for all intents and purposes, it's a desert. You see this desert of these yellowy crystal sand grains, and they are glimmering under. There's no sun here, is there? No, they're just glimmering. And you can see these dunes stretching away, and you don't know where the end of this cavern is.
Same color as the crystal?
Yeah, roughly.
And does the nav box point us straight across?
It points towards those dunes, yes.
I'm gonna smell for danger.
Roll perception?
I have many questions.
I may have answers.
Perception. 18.
From what you can see and what you can smell, you don't notice any sort of hostile life forms anywhere. In fact, you don't notice, like, any life forms. There's no birds, there's no plants growing here, which doesn't seem entirely unusual given that it's an elemental plane. What do you do?
I want to
Punch the
poke
dwarf
the
king.
sand,
Oh, right, that's not an option.
You poke the sand.
and then I guess starting across it.
Okay. You poke some of the glimmering sand. It's sand. The crystals they're slightly larger than you would expect for crystals, for sand grains. And they do glow yellow, but other than that they don't seem to be special at all.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Mir goes back, gets a little rock, and tosses it out onto the sand just to make sure nothing's about to eat it. Actually, you know what? She digs in her pack and pulls out one of the breakfast rolls and chucks that. See if anything comes out for food.
I
Okay.
go after the breakfast roll.
Oh no! That's not what I... Oh.
It already happened.
Yeah, this is what Mir's yelling as you're, like, taking off.
Zakra sprints across these crystals. Nothing like jumps out of the ground like a giant dune worm or anything. Nothing attacks. It appears like a ordinary, albeit glowing desert.
Okay,
headed
good to
in?
know we didn't just kill the party wizard.
Zakra, you
But did I
captured
catch the roll?
Yes.
Yes!
It is
Hey
soggy
guys,
and
it's safe!
at least 2 days old. At the very... It's like a week and a half old, and it was waterlogged yesterday.
Oh, I thought I got new
Don't-
breakfast rolls. Just anytime I could. Have they not had rolls for the past couple days, so all I've got is the old ones?
The pastry shop you got them from was pilfered? Oh, and you didn't get them from the pastry shop, did you? No, they're fine then.
Now I
Yeah.
was just sneaking them off the table during
it's-
any meal to snack on later.
It's a decent breakfast roll then, yeah. Alright.
It's a lot like the ones that were available at breakfast this morning.
What? Okay, you continuing?
Sorry, that was my ringtone if anybody heard that.
Didn't.
I didn't.
Okay, good.
Go on. Do you guys
Alright,
head
we
into the
go.
desert?
Mir
might as well.
cautiously pads after Zakro.
Okay. You guys head into these crystalline sand dunes. And you notice as you
Tiska is
go-
flying.
Tiska's flying? Gotcha. Tiska's flying above. As you go, you notice, the 5 of you, that the 6 of you, including Lorelai and Tiska. So 7, I suppose.
Nice.
The grains of sand are getting kind of larger. Just a little bit. but it seems like it was like almost it's near the edge. It was like dust, and now it's like actual grains of sand. And sometimes you'll see a slightly larger little crystal amongst the dunes. And after about 25 minutes, I'm gonna need all of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I was
True.
also going to say Mir picks up a crystal or
Constitution
two
saving
when she
throw, you
realizes they
say?
aren't going to kill her.
Oh,
Oh dear.
that's a 9.
Okay.
17.
All right. All right.
Oh, and Mir, if she finds slightly larger stones, like maybe somewhere
Hunter,
between
thank you for the follow.
an
Welcome
inch
to
to a
the
couple
Ivory.
inches across. So
Glad to have you
pick up
on
the
board.
shinies.
Okay. Everybody else? Everybody?
I 7.
Souvenirs, man.
7. Okay. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tiska, you're the only one that failed. Tiska? You feel tired. You feel like this place is draining you. You feel like, for some reason, this location it's awful. It is making your wings ache and your mind is fuzzy.
Nap time.
You have a level of exhaustion, Tiska. Write down one level
Is it
of
too late
exhaustion.
to fix that?
Yes.
Is it too late
Yes.
to change that?
Yes.
No.
It is far too late.
Can Mir help at all with a medicine roll? Some water, maybe?
No, I'm going to tell you right now, levels of exhaustion can only be fixed by a long rest or, I believe, greater restoration.
Damn.
Okay. So you guys continue into the desert. And this nav box, it's still leading you directly in. Oh, I never rolled for Lorelai. She's fine.
She better be fine.
Roll me another Constitution saving throw.
Mir gets a 6.
All right. Oh boy. Just, JD, if you want to say something, say it out loud.
Yes, please.
Say it out loud. Because the audience can't read the chat. Yeah, Lou, your character is currently in the town. I didn't know how long you were going to be gone for. I didn't know if you would make it at all, so I didn't have her come with. You could probably catch up
Probably
now.
come back and be like, "What do you mean you guys left without me?"
I can have you catch up now if you want. Okay, no, we cannot hear you, JD. Okay, so we got a 15, 18, 4, 16.
6.
Yeah, I'm wondering how Minato would get over that 30-foot wide river of magma. Minato, you got
Is if
anything?
he can she call with sending at all, or I mean, was there another sending appendage or anything back at the camp, or?
I believe there's only 2 in both, and Tiska and Lorelai have them. Minato, you can catch up with the group if you can figure out how to get across the 30-foot river of magma.
You got that 10-foot pole, right? Can you pole vault?
I'm back.
Okay, good. So, does anybody want that 12 that JD is offering?
Yeah.
Do we know of previously that 6?
The only one who took a penalty from the last check was Tiska, who rolled a 4.
Well, Temp,
I think-
you got a 4 this time, right?
By the
yeah.
way, Echo, roll a d20. Just roll a flat d20 and tell me what number you get.
So, maybe
You're fine.
give the 12 to, Temp, and
That's
Mir's
what I
going to pray.
You
Alright.
can do it, Mir. I believe in you.
You are going to... Okay.
Go for that roll and add whatever you add.
Okay.
Okay, did everybody roll? Everybody make the check?
Yes.
Did anybody
The second one, or is there a third one?
The second one. Did anyone get a 10 or below?
Mir did.
Oh no.
Alright. Anybody who got a 10 or below, this place is draining you. You feel like it is sapping the energy from you. Your muscles ache. Your throat feels dry. Both of you roll me a flat d20, please.
Falcon, may I also check to see what's going on?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
16 for Mir.
Okay, you're fine. I mean, you take a level of exhaustion, but you're otherwise fine.
14.
You are
my
not
check.
certain. You've never seen anything like this before. You don't know. Your friends seem tired, but you don't understand why. I'll roll for
Can
Lorelai.
Lorelai assist me though?
Yeah, Lorelai can assist you. Roll again.
Oh, I got lower. Never mind.
You don't understand what's happening. Lurker, roll me the d20.
10.
You're fine. You take a level of exhaustion, but you're otherwise fine.
Okay.
Do you guys proceed?
I thought Lurker was taking the 12 from, Takro's divination hoo-ha.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you took the 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then don't worry about you did not take a level of exhaustion there.
Okay.
Alright, do you continue?
I'm gonna have to.
Mir is extra not a fan of this plane.
Mir, just now that I'm reminded. Are you still picking up crystals as you go along?
Probably not. I would have picked up like 2 or 3.
Okay, so you're not grabbing them
Probably
anymore?
okay.
You gonna
No.
drop?
Okay. No, I just wanted to know.
Bad magic.
Okay.
Bad juju.
Yeah. As you're going, go ahead, everybody roll me perception. Those that have a level of exhaustion, you have disadvantage.
Oh no.
Would I be able to throw zone across the 30-foot gap?
With Ray of Frost? No. Sorry.
Oh, really? I guess
18 for perception.
18, okay. With disadvantage, damn, nice.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 and a 19, and I've got a +4 wisdom.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
10.
Alright.
I got an 8, so yeah.
You guys don't see much except Mir. Mir, you see, as you guys are struggling over another dune, some of you are lagging because you're tired and this place is awful. You guys see, you guys see nothing, sorry. Mir, you see a couple dunes ahead and pretty far off to the right. You see some sort of shape, some sort of big spikes sticking. No, those are curved. They look like bones almost.
Oh, great.
How big are these bones? Can I
Big.
tell from here?
Very large.
Are they looking like people size, horse size, bigger? Bigger.
Much bigger.
Hey guys!
Mirror is pointing them out to the rest. Can you nature check them? Yes, go for it.
Can I Arcana check those weird spikes?
Yes, you can.
Another 14.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Mere medicine checks them to see if Shuriken has the animal, but she only gets a 6, so it's big. Is her analysis, I'm guessing.
Tiska and
yeah,
Mirror,
medicine
you guys
checks would
see
be
what
great.
look like the bones of some large animal. Zakrau, you see. You got a what? 15? 14?
Yeah, 14.
14. You glance over and you narrow your eyes and you look at these big bones. They're very big bones. And it looks like they've been there for quite some time. There doesn't appear to be much in the way of maybe flesh or anything left on it. But you do see sticking up near those big bones. They look like ribs, and you also see some glittering in the sand near it that doesn't look like bone or crystal, and it looks maybe white glitters. Yeah, this looks like a skeleton of some sort of giant flying, possibly draconic beast.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it is not actually a bone dog.
It
Question.
is not bone dog. Can you medicine check to assess what's going on with exhausted teammates? Say it out loud. Is the question out loud? But
Alrighty, we're
yes.
talking.
Oh, can Mir try that too?
Alright, and I
Yes.
go for it. I believe Luke had a question.
Yes, Luke. What is your question?
Mir gets a nat 20 to figure out what the flip is causing her to be so tired.
Shit. All right.
My question is, are there any large rocks?
There are no rocks in this desert. Just the crystals.
No, I think
No,
this is
I meant-
Minato back in the caves.
Oh, back in the caves. Yes. Yeah, there are some. Yeah.
can a mage hand a rope across and then back again and put some rocks to make a makeshift bridge?
Okay. Sure, yeah.
Now we're getting creative.
Skeleton just pointed out that I'd have to do at disadvantage for
Yep.
that roll, so I get an 18.
An 18, that's still pretty damn
Oh,
good.
only an 18.
I
Yeah.
rolled a nat 20, okay? If I was adding, I'd get a 24 on that.
So, yeah, you can absolutely do that, Luke. Mir, you take a minute and you're confused and you're wondering, why do you feel so fucking awful? And you think about it and you think the last time, let's see, do you know any stories about this? Have you ever heard of this? It just seems like the air or the place or this place, these weird glowing dunes. It's maybe it's these glowing dunes. Maybe it's this. Maybe there's something about these dunes. It is making you feel bad. And if maybe it's some sort of, it can't be, you didn't eat the crystals. It can't have been something it can't be that you ate it or like that it's in your blood. It has to be just the fact that they're there is letting off something that is making you feel awful.
Mir empties the crystal she's been gathering out of her pockets with a angry face.
Can Brahm do some kind of check regarding? I'm trying to even think what skill it would be.
Geology check of some
Yeah,
kind?
yeah, because like
Yeah.
I live underground and play with rocks and shit.
Roll me a history check.
Oh.
And Falcon,
Does
I
he
would
get
like to
advantage
investigate to see.
because it's specifically rocks?
No. JD, what is that?
I want to do a check to see what the dragon died of.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me medicine. I mean, it's really hard to tell because you're like far away from it. You can go closer if you want. It's dead.
17.
You're from a very far distance away. It looks like it's dead. and its corpse is desiccated, and there's only bones left. You have no idea because you're very, very far away. Actually, roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, dang. Is it in the same direction as the source?
Partially.
Well, let's go over there.
Okay. Chenti, you rolled a 17 plus 1. You rolled an 18 on a history check. Now that Mir has pointed out that this it's some sort of something having to do with these crystals or with the place, you think you remember maybe a story or two once upon a time that you heard about some members of your clan or your clan's ancestors digging very, very, very deep into the earth and encountering some sort of strange stones that hurt them if they stayed near them too long. Lug, you cannot. The stone is far too large.
Good to know.
Okay, you guys going over to the dragon?
I mean, I guess.
Alright. You head over. It is indeed the skeleton of a dragon. There are still a couple of white scales scattered about that have probably fallen off, that sloughed off its corpse as it was decomposing.
Scales? What? Shinies?
Nice.
We-
What color
Thank
dragon?
you for the bits, Nove.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
From the shape of the skull, from the horns, the big crest on the back of its head, from the markings around the growth of its claws, and the color of the scales on the ground, you deem that it was a white dragon.
That's so weird to find here. Okay.
Isn't it? Sure is odd.
That's really weird.
Now that I'm closer, can I try a medicine check to
Absolutely. Actually, first off, roll me investigation, whoever would like to.
Ooh.
I'm doing it.
Am I doing this with disadvantage?
Yes. All of your ability checks are made with disadvantage.
9.
25. What up, Falcon?
Damn. Tiska, there's a dragon corpse here. You think? Temp. Is that a dragon
Those
corpse?
nat ones.
You think? Maybe that's a dragon. Do you guys,
Two nat ones.
Temp and Tiska, you guys just have a discussion whether or not you think this thing is a dragon. Is it a dragon?
I don't
Mir
think
is
so.
certain it's a dragon, but not
It
much
looks-
else because she rolled.
It
a
just
fucking
looks like a really big dog.
You guys just kind of stand off to the side and you're like, I mean, a dog? Are you sure? I mean, it could be a lizard? Zakrau, you look at this thing and you go over it and you find it doesn't have any broken bones. It doesn't seem to have any markings on the skeleton at all that indicate its method of its demise. Luke, go ahead and roll me, let's say, like 2 dexterity checks to cross that rope without falling into the lava. Actually, acrobatics. Yeah, go ahead and do acrobatics.
Nove says, "Hey everyone, Crystal Desert is full of free dogs."
20. You said 2 of them?
Yeah,
And 17.
you tightrope your way across this fucking thing. It looks awesome. That's cool as shit, man.
If only everyone else was here to see.
Yeah. You do it and you wish your friends could have
it's
seen you.
leaving me behind.
Zakrau, you look at this thing, you deem that it was not killed by weapons because there are no markings in its bones at all, and you don't see, by the pattern of the scales dropped off its body, it doesn't look like it was, like, violently thrown into the desert. It looks like it literally just died. And the way it died, it's weird. It's lying at the bottom of a dune, but the way its body is sprawled, it doesn't look like it was killed violently. It looks like it just collapsed.
Like we're gonna do if we don't get moving. I feel like this beastie died of a bad feeling. Let's go, y'all.
Hold on. Before you go, you find something interesting. As you're walking along the length of this dragon, you step over its wing bones, you kind of
Is it
pad
death?
alongside the rib cage. Hold on, what is that? What
Guys,
is...
the dog has wings.
Hold on. You kind of scroll your way sideways through the rib bones, and you find approximately where its stomach probably was at one point, and you find another, smaller, mostly decomposed skeleton of some kind of humanoid, possibly. Looks maybe elvish.
Poor adventurer,
And
probably.
you find a couple tatters of clothing, and a bag.
I'm looting that body.
Alright. I'm just gonna roll with your original investigation check. You find, about 35 gold, a broken wooden wand, and a scroll.
And it says,
You open up this scroll, and it's got writing on it. It's got drawings on it. It's got diagrams, but you have to squint to read them. Is this a language you... What languages do you know?
okay. So, starting from the top.
Here we go.
Common, including subclasses of Braille and Sign, Tabaxi, Elvish, especially academic Elvish, Orin, particularly Primordial, learning a little bit of Terran, Qualith, Undercommon, and Celestial.
You do not know how to read this scroll.
What?
Does
Okay.
Lorelai know?
Does anyone
I don't
here
need to
know?
roll for that. Of course Lorelai knows this language. It's Draconic.
Oh my gosh, I don't know Draconic.
She looks it over and she goes,
It's the language
"Oh,
of Durgans.
this is a spell scroll, but it's not normal. This is odd. Normally a spell scroll has a shortened a version of the spell, something you can just read off and cast it, but this seems to have all of the look here, look at this diagram. Look, that's a diagram for a gesture. That's a diagram for a somatic component of the spell. This is telling you every single thing you need to cast this spell as if you've never seen it before, or even if it doesn't exist yet." And she looks it over and she goes, "I don't know what this spell is. From what I can see,
and find out.
it does some kind of... I don't know how to cast this. I'd have to take hours just to look it over. This is extremely complex. I don't know. We need to take this with us. I have to get a better look at it."
All right. Let me know. I'd love
Okay,
to know
then.
what it is.
Alright, Lorelai takes the scroll then. And that is all you
I
find near
suppose
this.
it's protection from whatever this is.
And Lorelai says, "Wait, what do you mean?"
The effect of this crystal desert, this stone that's making us feel awful.
And she looks around and she kind of kneels down. Gets a natural 20. And she goes,
Woo!
You're right. You're right. There's something about the stones here. Some property of these stones is making us... This is very, very dangerous. Hey, Luke, I'm gonna need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. And she says, Oh, give me just a minute here. I think I have something that could help.
Constitution 18.
She does not have anything that could help. She thinks for a minute and she looks at her spells, she thinks over her spells, she looks at her spell book, she goes, I don't know enough about this. There's something here that is messing us up, but I don't know what it is. I know it exists, but I don't know if I can alter it at all. Zakra, if you'd like to make a check about it.
I'll do it. What's the check?
Arcana. Okay, yeah. Give me that Constitution saving throw. 18. Got you. You are all right. Roll me another one.
Falcon, 22.
13.
You're good. You're fine. No, not you, Lurker. It was just Luke. You got a 22. Okay. Lorelai, she beckons you over, and she looks at the spell scroll, and she's pointing out to you what these different like components are, and she's pointing out like this one deals with a type of energy, but it's not something I'm familiar with. I've never seen these exact symbols in this kind of configuration before. I'm unfamiliar with it. This is definitely something for causing damage, but if we isolate this component, the energy, we could possibly, I think it's related to this plane. Look, here's a small sketch of one of those crystals. You glance around and you're like, there's energy coming off of these crystals. There's energy coming off of these crystals. And if you used the protection from energy spell and modified it, you could probably protect somebody from this.
Let's do that. Stat.
Okay.
Also, if there's a dragon bone small enough for her to souvenir, since the crystals are fucking terrible.
Okay, yeah.
So she'll give the bone a look over too to make sure this energy hasn't rubbed off on it.
Yeah, go ahead and you can the corpse is perfectly preserved. There's no wind here. This desert doesn't seem to change much, and there are no scavengers. So yeah, you pick up a couple of like finger bones off this dragon.
Tooth or claw or something, or whatever.
You find both of those. You can get these beautifully bleached, like, teeth and claws. You can pick them out of the sand. As you're doing this...
Mir yoinks things. Uh-oh.
No. As you're doing this, you guys hear a crunching on the dunes behind you, and you whirl around. You were prepared for battle. There's something here. It's Minato.
Gosh darn it.
No! Look! We found Chinese!
Oh, you're here.
You just had to
Half of the party is just like sleeping on the ground. They're so exhausted.
Mir like totters over to you. She looks so tired, but she's happy to see you. And partly I'm just exhausted, partly just got to you. She's like randomly hugs you and goes, "Look, it's an awful, awful desert."
Minato just kind of looks at you going, "Oh, so it is."
You look over to your left and you see Tiska has her staff raised, and it's like literally prepared to crack you on the skull, and she's lowering it slowly. She's like, "Don't surprise us like that."
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Also, apparently Minato goes for the scales.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can find a bunch of
Immediately
non-corroded
confused.
dragon scales. You can find handfuls of
Ooh.
white dragon scales.
Pretty.
How many can I shove into a backpack?
You can probably get like, let's say about 12 pounds of dragon scales, loose scales. They're heavy. They're big.
You're right.
Yeah, I assume Mir gets a similar amount of the teeth and claws.
Yeah.
And random bones.
You guys can loot the remainders of this
Yeah.
dragon. There's only hard bits left. It's all teeth and claws and scales and bone.
Same.
Too bad I can't take the tibia.
It's a little big.
Is there a reason you want the tibia in particular?
I mean, it's a tibia.
I'll
It's
tell you
freaking
later
awesome.
After the game. It's a long story.
Echo, you and the teeth. Alright. So yeah, you take a couple of dragon teeth. You can grab one of those really
I take
nice
a
front
tiny
fangs.
dragon tooth.
You notice one of its front fangs is missing, which is odd because the rest of the corpse is undisturbed. That's it though.
How
Oh.
small of a tooth can I get?
You can probably take one of its like smallish front teeth, which is this is a big dragon. That's a couple inches long, maybe about 4 inches long.
So half my hand.
Yeah, it's a big dragon. Even its smallest teeth are gonna be large.
I just want one.
Okay, are you guys heading onwards?
Might as well.
Alright. You, after looting the shit out of it, you leave the corpse of this dragon behind. Oh, by the way, right. The protection from energy. Who would like protection from energy cast on them?
Mir raises the hand.
Okay.
I don't really think I need it that much.
Okay.
I'm doing alright. I don't know what I'm protecting from, but
Who has the lowest constitution?
possibly me. 13 for me.
Mir's got a +3, but it hasn't done her much good.
Oh.
It's your saving throw?
Poor Mir.
Yeah, the +3 Constitution modifier.
Do you have proficiency in a constitution saving throw?
Nope.
Oh, that's weird. As a cleric, what do you have?
Wisdom and Charisma.
Oh, huh. Weird. Okay.
Which FYI means my Wisdom is 6, my Charisma is 0. Because it cancels out the -2.
Oh, man. It'll get better. Okay, so you guys head onwards. Lorelai steps over to Ymir, and she casts protection from energy, and she's really concentrating as she does it. And you see that when she's doing it, she's mumbling under her breath, but she actually stumbles over a few of the words, because you can tell she's substituting in other words. And...
Can I help her?
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's even better. And she succeeds, and you feel... That's a really good check. You feel, as she casts this, the energy of the plane that was affecting you, it's not affecting you anymore, and you feel fine. I mean, you're still tired.
Nice.
Your level of exhaustion hasn't gone away, but you don't have to make the constitution checks with anybody else anymore.
What
I
did you
still have a
guys go
disadvantage on the various checks.
You still do, yes.
Okay.
What did you guys go through? No, my accent's crazy today.
Yeah, I was like, is
Same
that
thing
Scottish?
you did,
today?
but you didn't
That's
bloody
Irish.
notice.
It's Irish today.
No.
Oh, you have something wrong with the Irish?
Please don't. Please
Yes.
stay consistent.
Everything is.
Keep your character voice consistent.
I'm just gonna opt not to use it today because it's been a hell of a day.
Okay,
That's fine.
that's fair.
So,
You don't feel like going a bit Irish.
Oh my god, guys,
On.
please.
I would go Irish all day if I could.
Guys, no.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's time to stop.
Yeah, so my character's just confused as to why, like, everybody's tired. Like, what did you guys go up against?
Mir gestures around at the crystals. This stuff, it puts out
Bad?
weird energy.
It does the bad touch.
I see.
Some of us has been affected by it, some of us not. You, lucky bastard, are in the second category.
Alright, so you guys, you
I'm
keep
sorry, that was rude. I'm just tired. Years.
Aw. You guys are, you keep going?
Minato
Yeah, we're gonna
shrugs.
keep going. We're following that nav box dead on now.
Okay. You follow the nav box. Everybody roll me a constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Except Mir.
Except Mir, you don't need to do it.
15.
Okay? Alright.
Oh.
Hmm. Okay.
8.
Who what?
Oh, Shanty.
What do I
Oh
get?
no, we got a 5 and a 7.
I didn't expect them to suck so bad on this. Oh my
I
god,
thought
I
it
love
was
you
hurting
guys.
me.
but
5
really?
out of 7.
Wow.
You got a 7. What?
I said 5 out of 7.
Okay. Alright. 10 or below.
Not I.
This place is draining you. You feel tired. You feel awful. Anyone who failed that check, take another level of exhaustion, which I believe means you have disadvantage on attack and attack rolls,
Let me check.
and your speed is halved.
Level 1 is disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2 is speed halved. Level 3 is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Level 4 hit point max halved. Level
Okay.
5 speed reduced to 0, and level 6 is death.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone who failed that check take a second level of, or take another level of exhaustion if you didn't already have one. Tiska, so you're at 2. And everybody who failed that check, roll me a d20. Just a flat d20. And tell me your answer.
5.
Wait, JD, you failed? Okay.
No, I mean on the flat roll. Yeah, I failed.
Okay. All right. Okay, nothing
That was a
nothing
con.
else happens to the three of you.
Mir will carry Tiska if necessary.
Oh, I need to roll for Lorelai.
Oh.
She's fine. Okay.
She's got a +2 strength and she's not taking any more exhaustion.
Yeah. All right. You guys continue. You notice now that the crystals of the sand are getting much, much bigger. It's actually, there's not like sand left. It's all just big crystals. It's getting pretty difficult to walk through. And as you head through these dunes, you're walking, and the nav box is pointing you in one direction, and then suddenly it's pointing directly behind you.
It's down or up.
I look
Which
up.
way is it?
You look up. You see the haze that masks the roof of the cavern far, far, far above.
Tiska, can you fly up there?
Slow
I think probably.
flap, slow flap.
All right, you fly
Oh.
laboriously. You are tired, but you will do this for your party. At half speed, you
Friendship.
make your very, very hard way upwards towards the ceiling. You go up for quite a while. It is rough going. And eventually you reach.
And slow going.
You head through the haze and you find above you, if in the distance, pretty much, the cavern roof, and it's stone, and it doesn't appear to have any notable features on it. Genti, Brahm, you are digging. Roll me. Does anybody have a shovel?
I do.
All right. Go ahead and roll me athletics.
Okay.
If you have.
To Mir aid with shoveling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So
shall aid
if
as
Mir is
well.
aiding you, you do not have disadvantage. Holy shit, you got a natural 20? Shit. Tiska drops most of the way back down, just kind of falls. She catches herself, but it's mostly falling. She lands, it's kind of a slump.
Help her to the ground.
Brahm, you fucking go to town on this sand. Fuck these crystals. You got a shovel? You got a little bird helping you? Fuck this place.
Mir just
Fuck
like
this
catches
sand.
these crystals as they go flying and like
Get
hurriedly
out.
moves them out of the way as he's like steamrolling through these.
Get out of town. You don't need to deal with any of this bullshit. And you dig. And after a couple seconds, your shovel goes clunk into wood. And you uncover, very, very easily, a small locked wooden chest.
Is this?
Hey rogue, wanna pick a lock?
Exhaustion sucks. Don't
Who's a
play with
rogue?
radiation.
I'm
Boy, I
sorry.
found something.
Businesswoman
Found something.
with many varied talents. Wanna pick a lock?
I'll give it my best. It's not.
I mean,
my strong
I can
suit.
just open it.
What?
What is it? It's
Sleight of hand.
Well, I would use my pick set, which would give me my proficiency bonus.
I always use sleight of hand for it. Okay, go for it. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to use sleight of hand.
It's pretty much the same
Either
thing
way.
unless you have expertise. I mean, it's dex plus proficiency plus your roll.
That would be 18 plus 5, whatever that is.
Okay.
23.
It's not a super complicated lock. Actually, no. Yeah, it is. It is more complex as a lock. It's not big, but it is very fine, and you fiddle with it. And after a couple minutes, you figure out how this lock works exactly.
I do not open it, though.
And the lock unlocks.
Okay. I check for traps before I open it.
Roll investigation.
17.
Okay. No. There are no traps.
Step back, I can open it with the tip of that 10-foot pole.
Then I open up the box.
Okay. Inside, there is a glass globe filled with a couple chunks of like maybe volcanic rocks, like obsidian and granite, and they're floating in they're suspended in what's mostly magma inside this globe.
I close the box.
Okay.
And I tuck it in my pouch. Let's go.
It is a largish box. You can put it under your arm.
Okay, I put it under my arm. Let's go.
When we smash this one, let's do it away from anything good.
Okay.
'Cause there's lava inside.
Okay.
Magma.
All right.
Let's get the hell out of this fucking desert.
Hey everybody.
I don't know. I like this desert. Hey.
Roll me.
I don't. Tiska really doesn't.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh hey. It's one of those things.
Oh hey, 12. I almost got caught, but I got close. I got really close.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I think you need to try some new dice. Which one are you using, Skeletal?
Jesus. Oh my god.
I think you need to attune the blue.
Apparently, we
one
should
to
have
you.
cast the protection spell on Tiska.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
think you need to carry it around for a week before you use it again and attune it to you, because obviously it doesn't like you at the moment.
Holy shit. Okay, Tiska, you take a nat 20 on it instead. Yeah.
No prob.
Tiska,
I've been watching this stuff happen. I can change that.
you are done with this shit. And Zakro looks at you and goes, "You're done with this, aren't you?" And you're like, "Fuck this." And you fly up. Probably out of the range of some of this glowing shit. Or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but you're not affected. Don't worry about it. Anybody who rolled below a 15, take a level of exhaustion.
Alright.
Let's.
I'm a little sluggish now.
Okay. Which one of you already had? It was Zakro, did you have one?
Yeah.
Okay, Lurker, you had one?
No.
You did not have a previous level of exhaustion.
Correct.
Really?
As far as I can tell, as far as I remember, no.
Yeah, I gave him my 12.
Okay. Thought I failed the last one. Okay. Anybody who failed this time, roll a d20.
Ugh.
Zakar, you are fine. Minato, you are fine other than your exhaustion. Brahm, you are fine other than your exhaustion. Oh, Lorelai is fine
Yes,
other than her
Lorelai is a
exhaustion.
person.
Anybody else? Disco found a favorite enemy in its entire plane of existence. Yeah. Alright.
Same.
You guys are now heading out of the desert, I'm assuming?
Correct.
Alright, you turn
I
around
mean, yeah, I'd like to get the hell out of here.
and you start to make it your way out of the desert. Yeah. As you go, the crystals begin to get smaller again. Looking behind you, back in the direction you were going, you can see in the distance, you can see the crystals getting larger and larger. You can see huge ones, bigger than people, bigger even than many monsters that you know, bigger even than dragons. You can see massive chunks of this glowing yellowish neon crystal protruding from the desert sands. And you can see beyond
This
that
doesn't sound sketchy at all.
just a brilliant light. Just
If I
light.
may.
Yeah?
I don't think this is the plane of magma. I think it's the plane of radiation.
What's the radiation?
Oh, now what would make you think that?
Let's just take a look at this desert again, and the fact that it's not a desert, it's just more like a mountain of irradiation. But I digress. We're going home.
Do we care to investigate where the shoot of light was going, or are we all just done with this fucking plane?
Yeah, as you head out, you guys can see that little obelisk with its little bead of light still zipping off to the other cavern.
I mean, stick a fork in me.
Can I try and pull it out
'Cause I'm
by
done.
hand?
You can try. Roll me a strength check.
I use a dagger to help. And I hope it
With
doesn't come.
disadvantage.
It's floating in the air.
Oh, it's floating in the air.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
You have
Wow.
disadvantage if it is.
Jessica
yeah.
says, "Can we just go home?"
I still wouldn't take it because my first roll, there's only one roll that it could be worse.
This thing is
And with the
firmly attached to nothing, but you still can't move it. So sorry, you can't budge it from its position in the air. It does its little glowing
I
thing.
drop down and
The beads
go
of light
home.
shoot off through the cavern and zip away into the haze.
Let's take a picture and leave.
You don't have any cameras, but nice try.
Prestidigitation.
That doesn't make a picture.
Mir will draw it.
What? I can't make a temporary picture on a piece of paper with prestidigitation?
No.
Aw.
I'm gonna stick
What?
around.
But a Dragonborn did it.
What?
Critical roll. I've been catching up.
How dare you?
Dakar said he's staying.
What? Zachary, what are you doing?
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I might have forgotten to finish a sentence, and so I'm sorry.
Okay.
How about this? I know our scientists of the group are curious about this, but does this particular rift stay open if we don't smash the power source? Because we could take it back and come back tomorrow after we've all had a good night's sleep.
Lorelai says, I mean, there's only so long that my scientists can hold the rift open for. It's really, I'm already stressing them enough by me not being there. If we do want to check this out, I would just do it now quickly, because I don't think we're gonna get back here.
I'll go on ahead and just quickly.
I'm going. I want
Scout.
to check it out now quickly.
Okay. You guys.
Mir will go as well,
I'm-
since I'm protected from this
stealthing.
energy.
Yep.
Minato goes first, being all sneaky beepy.
Are you sneaking?
I am stealthing.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Okay. You stealth. You are very, very sneaky, and your party doesn't realize where you've gone. They're like, oh shit, well, it's fine. She's probably just
I'm
sneaking.
going onto the thing anyway.
Okay. You wait until you...
Mir kind of tugs you back, like, can we wait for Minato to get back? She's being sneaky.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's our thing. So I assume that's doing. Nobody saw her fall into a pool of lava, right?
I didn't hear or see that happen.
Okay, then she's probably sneaking.
Yeah.
All right, Minato, you follow these little beads of light, and there's almost always like one within your sight view because it does its little cycle fairly often, and the crystal like it grows brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it goes very dark, and the little bead appears, then it zips off, and you follow the trail. They're always going the exact same way. They're always going the exact same direction or through the same path in the air, and you follow this, and it's really not that far away. And you find that they are zipping towards what looks like a leaning, sort of crumbling tower that's looks like it's going to tip over eventually. Not soon, but like eventually. It'll probably be
How
gone.
Are you sure? Because
big of a
tipping over
tower?
eventually sounds like it could be today.
It looks like it probably has maybe 3 floors at best.
Okay.
It looks old.
I check the immediate area for traps, leading all the way up to the door.
Yeah, in this area, there doesn't appear to be any like living creatures. Go ahead and give me the investigation check for your traps.
18.
Okay. You head up, and you don't find any traps. You don't see anything really that looks like the area has been altered at all. It's just a big sort of stony plain area. There's like a half moat of magma kind of bubbling around. Other than that, looks clear.
Okay. Nothing on the door either?
There's no door.
Oh, wow, okay. So I carefully sneak into the doorway.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and step in through the doorway. You're in a barren circular stone room. You can see stairs leading up one side of it. You glance around, you see what was probably a fireplace maybe a year ago or so. You see like a table and a chair, and that's pretty much it for here.
Okay. I continue on in further.
Okay, you go up the stairs.
If that's the next section, yes.
Alright, you head up the stairs.
Mm.
You see bookshelves, but there's only like ash left, and what books there are on these bookshelves, you see they're like common books, like knowledge books, just like encyclopedias and stuff.
Right. There's nothing else in the room.
There looks like something that was an alchemy station once, but all of the glass is broken. The table stained some interesting colors.
Any the other utensils make it through?
Investigation.
That would be 17.
You find some undamaged vials, some glass vials, like a pair of tongs, a couple small, like treated bags for specimen collection. And that is about it, except for one little like pewter bottle, and you can see engraved on it is elemental magma.
Swipe all the utensils and the pewter thing.
It's yours.
Awesome. Continue on.
Okay. You go up to the 3rd level, and halfway around the staircase, what is your passive perception?
12.
Okay. Yep. Halfway along the staircase, you hear sort of faint noises, and they kind of...
I stop.
You hear breathing. You hear the occasional soft moan, almost, or exhalation of some sort. You hear what sounds almost like someone crying dryly. No moisture, just sobs.
I ease slowly up the stairs and around the corner, just peeking ever so slightly, bit by bit.
How long has Minato been gone at this point?
No more than a few minutes. You see in front of you, as you poke your head above like the ground level, you see cages. And you see in these cages, there's humanoids.
Can I tell what kind of humanoids?
Roll perception
Human-looking
at this
ones.
point.
Definitely my best perception I've ever rolled with a 20. Not
Okay.
nat.
You look, and
Unnatural.
there appears to be maybe, let's see, 2 elves, 1 human, and 1, let's say 1 tiefling. And you look at them, and these people, they're all kept, each one is in a separate cage. And you notice that through the upper window, there's a couple of windows on this floor. Through the upper window, you see those little beads of light zipping into the room and zipping into a little, like a crystal in the center of the floor, and it's sending out pulses of light to each one of these 4 cages, and the pulses vary in intensity based on which cage they're going to.
Okay.
And it looks like the brightest pulses are going to one of the elves and the tiefling. There's like a medium pulse going to the human and like a low pulse going to one of the elves. The elf with the high intensity light, it looks like his skin is falling off. And the tiefling is coughing up blood very badly.
Same.
And shaking.
Now would be a good time to get your healer.
Or now would be a good time to get out. Just
I
walk
look
away.
around the room to see if there's anybody not in a cage.
You see a bed. And
Same.
the bed is not made, but it's like a fancy bed. And lying on the floor next to it is the emaciated body of a dragonborn.
Okay. He's into the room,
Okay.
and I search the body of the dragonborn.
He's wearing like mildly fancy clothes. He doesn't really have a lot on him. This was I think, let's say a black dragonborn, red dragonborn. My bad. This was a red dragonborn, and he has on him about 16 gold pieces and a generic crystal orb, an arcane focus. Or at least you think it's a generic crystal orb arcane focus until you look at it a little more closely and you see that it's glowing faintly in that very, very familiar neon color.
How strongly is that neon color?
It's not super strong.
Alright. Is there any keys?
On
The body?
No, it doesn't seem to have any keys on it.
Alright, I look around the room for anything else.
Investigation.
What is my number? Right? Yes. So that's 11.
You find a couple more like books. They're just generic books. You find weirdly enough, you find like a bottle of wine that hasn't been opened, which is bizarre. And
I
give me
take
just
it.
a second. Hell yeah, take that wine. Give me just a second. Where's the player handbook? It's gone. I guess I'm just gonna make up a trinket. You find.
Do you want me to pull up the trinket table?
Yeah, roll me a trinket off the trinket table.
Oh boy. Hello.
Amazing. I finally got back on voice.
Congrats.
Nice.
Welcome back.
Alright, that's percentile.
We're glad to have you.
Yep.
46. That is, you
Like-
find a dead sprite inside a clear glass bottle.
You find a dead sprite inside a clear glass bottle.
And I only had to restart my phone. Alright, and I already, like, I got the basic on what you all found. It's pretty gross.
Alright. No, utensils or keys
Stop making
or
Fallout
anything?
jokes. Not supposed to be that obvious. No utensils or keys? No.
Are the cages locked, which I assume they are?
They seem to be, yeah, but the lock doesn't have like a keyhole. It's just a solid chunk of metal. It looks like it can be opened, but you don't know how.
Are they chained up?
No.
Alright. I'm going to attempt to disable the locks.
How?
I'm sure there's a way.
There's
So-
no
You'll have a
keyhole.
crowbar, right?
I do have a crowbar. What kind of hinges does it have?
The doors.
I'll tell you this much.
Yeah. Are you
Oh,
gonna?
you go, Falcon.
Okay. The doors all have.
Alright,
just, like...
is Minato the only one in the tower?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Until she's been
Well,
going long
sorry.
enough for the rest of us to worry and go, maybe we should go make sure she's not dead.
Which is right about now, actually.
I want to go. I'm going
Oh.
to attempt stealth.
Okay. Go ahead and. Oh, Tiska says, if you're
Ooh.
stealthing, hold on just a second. And Tiska casts Path Without a Trace.
Oh,
Everybody gets plus 10.
yeah.
So,
Thank goodness
With Pass
for that.
Without
I
a
needed
Trace,
that.
I get a 24.
Shit.
Mir follows along, being a sneaky beaky.
what
Wait,
kind
We
wait,
all
wait.
have disadvantage. Oh.
That's with disadvantage,
Yeah.
but also with Pass Without a Trace.
So we're not being stealthy,
What'd you
or at
get?
least Temp isn't. He got a nat 1.
Hmm.
plus 10? So what kind of hinges does it have?
Okay, it's got these.
Well, I mean,
it's got
it's
pretty hefty steel hinges, that kind you might find on like a prison cell cage.
Are they double barrel?
I am gonna be honest, I don't know what that means.
It's very. Let me pull up a picture of a double barrel.
Meanwhile, the rest of the party stealths. Go for it. Do what y'all are gonna do.
except for, Temp.
It's fine. You guys group succeeded.
Mir catches you before you trip and fall into a puddle of lava.
Tiska turns into a deer.
In protest.
Oh,
in
dear.
protest.
Dang it.
Let me see if this works.
Add to the pun count, damn.
It is that. That is a double barrel.
No, it is more complex than that. It's tougher. It's a really tough hinge.
I'm just trying to think of.
Tiska, this is the first and only time a deer has ever been in the elemental plane of magma. In any locale. Main plane, glowing hills, or anything else. You are a very stealthy deer.
Well then, it could be the triple barrel.
Okay.
Why?
So where's
Why
this
is-
tower at?
It is ahead of you. It's through like 2 caverns. It's not hard to reach. Luke, what are you going to do? Or Minato, what are you doing with the crowbar?
Well, what kind of lock? Is it like a puzzle lock?
The lock appears to be a solid chunk of iron. There's a bolt in there, but you don't know how to move the bolt.
Uh-huh. There's no. What if I use the crowbar on the bolt?
You can't actually reach the bolt. It's within the lock.
Oh, whoa, it's up there? Oh.
You think it means like put it between the bolt and the regular lock? Because there's like a loop he could put she could put the crowbar in and lever, right?
A loop? Now I'm lost.
I don't know what kind. I need to see a visual because I don't know where you're going with this.
It's
for me to-
basically just a solid chunk of metal. There's like a rectangle of metal, including both on the door and on the door frame. There's a bolt in there that'll move back and forth, but you don't know what moves the bolt because there's no outside influence touching the bolt.
Yeah,
Can I
my
use
guess.
Mage Hand?
You cannot get Mage Hand to pass through solid objects, I don't think.
You know what? I freeze it and I beat the tar out of it with a hammer.
I like it.
Which door are you doing this on?
I'm gonna start with the let's start with the what's he called? The devil guy.
Tiefling?
The tiefling?
Tiefling. That one.
At this
So-
point,
The lock does it. I guess I'll wait if we're all showing up at this point.
yeah, it's gonna take you a while to do this. It's definitely gonna take you until your party gets here, and your party is gonna hear the clang, clang, clang of your crowbar on this piece of metal.
Well, it's a hammer, but yes.
Oh,
We
you're using
walk
hammer
in
instead? Okay.
and Minato's just wailing on the door.
Yeah.
I love it.
So the locks, do they just look like a padlock with
Falcon.
no
They're
anything
just-
on it, or is it part of the door?
It's part of the door.
Falcon.
Yes.
Can I tell by looking at it this is a magic lock?
Roll me an investigation.
With disadvantage. 16.
Oh, yeah,
Not
no,
if
this
I
is a magic lock.
hope.
It requires probably
Magic?
probably a command word to open it.
It's magic or it's magnetic? Because if it's magic, I cast knock.
It's magic.
Okay, I cast knock.
On which door?
The nearest one to me.
That would be the tiefling. But Minato's currently wailing on that. By the way, you've noticed it? All
Oh,
of
never mind.
the 4 people in these cells have noticed you doing this. And they're all
Of
just
course.
watching.
Wait,
Go ahead
What?
and do it on the tiefling. Go ahead and do it on the tiefling.
Mir says hello to one of them. Whichever one looks the most conscious.
That
Hello?
would probably
Are
be
you okay?
the elf on the end. On the low intensity pulse elf.
oops.
Yes, the contents of the cages are alive. For the most part.
All of them?
I mean, it seems so.
Okay. Do you open the tiefling lock?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Then in that case, Minato goes, "Yes, I got it!" And then it's over. Ah,
You did
Bless
great.
her.
mutters some curse words in Draconic.
Hilariously, you say one of those words, and the lock on one of the other doors pops open.
Ah!
Continues to swear in Draconic.
The trick does not seem to work for the other locks. The tiefling, looks up. This tiefling is shaking, like physically shaking, and you can see there's just blood spattered all over their clothing, and they just shake their head.
Mir approaches cautiously.
No.
I pull
Mir
out
steps
my
back.
I pull out my healing potion and pour a little bit into a cup and hand it to him.
The tiefling refuses it.
Why?
Are you okay?
JD, if you want to do a medicine check, say it out loud.
I would like to do a medicine check.
Okay.
I might as well try one.
Holy fuck!
I fail the medicine check.
I
I rolled. Sorry.
Actually, yeah, I'm definitely gonna try it.
Mir gets a nat 20 on the medicine check. Cause yes, she rolled
Yeah.
2 20s.
Holy shit! Nice!
At once too. I just spilled out 2 20s. I'm like, oh.
Holy fuck, that was awesome. Mir, whatever the strange force that Lorelai has been muttering to herself about, which it sounds she's saying like radiance or something. It is being used to affect these people in an experimental situation. The two getting the high intensity pulses are really taking some fucking damage. The one on the very end is extraordinarily close to death. The tiefling. The elf next to him is also pretty damn close to death. The human looks pretty bad off, but they seem to be toughing out a lot of it. And the other elf, is dazed and confused, but could probably be okay. You think that this tiefling, the tiefling in the cage, is probably going to die, no matter what happens. You can heal it, but you can't heal the damage that's been done to it.
We should kill him.
The tiefling looks at you as you say that, Zakro, and nods.
Sorry, wrong character. Wrong campaign. I ask him if he knows his name.
He shakes his head.
Okay.
Oh!
Yikes.
I almost forgot. Mir, as you look at these people, you can tell that most of them, excluding the elf on the far end, the low-intensity pulse elf, they have the marks of, definitely, at some point in time or another, have been slaves.
Oh.
I hand the cup to the elf that's worse off.
The worse off elf? The elf looks over to the tiefling, and the tiefling looks back at the elf, and they both look to you and shake their heads.
Drink the potion, god damn it.
Maybe they're in a lot
God
of pain,
damn it.
Minato.
Tiska, you start speaking to the tiefling in Infernal, and he looks confused. He doesn't know what you're saying. He doesn't know the language.
What?
I then go to the human
draconic,
and try
maybe?
and hand it to him.
Who you handing the cup to?
The
¿Qué pasó?
human.
The human?
Yes.
The human takes your cup, yeah.
Alright.
Mir will
I take the
go
cup
over to
back.
the elf who doesn't look as bad off and try to start treating any wounds. I guess the healing
Or-
spell.
The elf
I
rushes over to the shit. Door. That's the word. The elf rushes over to the door and is like, "Please, please, thank you. Get us out of this place, please."
I
Here.
pour some water.
Looks to Zakro, gestures at the lock. Can you?
Into a cup.
Or
and
Minato?
hand it- and
Oh,
hand it
Mir!
into-
Mir heard that the swear word worked. Mir's gonna start reciting her long lexicon of unusual swears.
Oh dear.
They don't seem to do anything, but
Jackwagon.
it isn't.
Armpit of the universe.
But one of them probably breaks me at some point because they're hilarious.
It doesn't seem to do anything, but it certainly is entertaining. The elf on the far end looks absolutely baffled.
The two worse off, I at least try and give him a cup of water.
The tiefling refuses. The elf accepts. As the elf is drinking this water, the tiefling coughs up more blood and spits it on the floor. You notice as he does this that he does not have a tongue.
I see.
Does Zakro or
Then
Minato at any point interrupt Mir's string of swear words to actually try and open the lock?
No. I
Lorelai comes and helps you.
I open the bottle of wine. I pour it. I shove it into the the tiefling's hand.
He
and
looks...
basically and go, trust me, just do it. As I pull out a dagger.
He sees you pull out that dagger, and he nods and just downs the cup. He chokes on it.
I speak in a interesting language, and try and finish him off.
Roll an attack.
Make it as painless, make it as painless as possible at the back of the neck.
Okay.
What is that? That's +5, so 19.
Okay. Yeah. You lean forward as this tiefling is, like, trying to swallow wine with no tongue. And he sees you do this, and he tips his head forward a little bit so that you can slide this knife through the vertebrae at the back of his neck and sever his spinal cord. And as he's dying, he can't speak because he has no tongue. But what he can do is tell you thank you in sign language.
Of which I go, I have no idea what you just said.
Does Mir see?
Yeah, Mir sees.
Mir starts to cry a little.
Lay him down gently, close his eyes.
He slumps over easily. He is dead. As
Mir
you... Sorry, go on.
starts saying prayers for it. Like, Mir says prayers. We're all choked up, but...
As you do this, you see the elf in the cage next to this tiefling kind of, like, hauls themselves over to the bars and holds onto one bar and just looks at you.
At me?
No, at Minato.
And I look back. Yes.
They look to the tiefling, and they gesture to themselves.
No.
I'm not ready for these feelings.
I hand, or it had drank the water before, right?
Right.
I ask if it can speak.
Shakes its head. This one has a tongue, but you notice that its throat has some very interestingly placed scars.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Seems like its vocal cords may be severed.
You take us to the nicest places, Falc.
Can we have some help
I
with the
place
locks for the human and the other elf? Someone?
I place a hand on its shoulder, shake my head, and then walk over to try and help out unlock the other cages.
The one that popped open in the random string of swears was the human, just so you guys know.
Oh, okay. So then I go and try and unlock the elf.
As you walk away from the cage with the worse off elf in it, they try to grab at your clothing. They're begging you. Ask if they understand sign. Which one?
Mir signs as well to the human, or asks him, like, to the human will say, can you speak, while she's signing the same phrase.
The
At the
human...
same time, I just spout off a random slew of words and of Draconic as I look around for any signs that might give me a hint as to what the lock's command word is.
Okay. The doors do not open. Tiska, the one you sign at, signs back at you. Yes, they can speak sign.
And the human?
The human does not seem to understand. Well, the human sort of understands what you're doing, but they look too clumsy and shaky to sign back.
Mir was speaking and signing at the same time.
They nod. Yeah, they sort of understand sign. Zakar uses knock on the door. Which door? Tiska. The elf signs back. We were sold to this man, and then instead of saying the word, like signing the word man, she just points to the dead dragonborn.
I roll a 15
To
to find out if I can find what the possible command word is.
okay.
Any sort of clue.
You look around, and you see a couple of books on like the bedside table of this very fancy bed. And you go over and you open a couple of them up, and a couple of words are circled in like the introductions and stuff. They're in Draconic, but you do understand Draconic.
I spout them off.
Okay, the remaining door that was not unlocked pops open.
Fantastic.
Tiska, the I believe you're talking to the human? Yeah, she...
Tiska's talking to the
Oh.
worse off elf. Mir's talking to the human.
Gotcha. Sorry, it's kind of hard to keep track. Tiska, the worse off elf, tells you inside that they were sold to this dragonborn, who brought them to this place, and has been running these sort of strange experiments, perhaps, on them. And the dragonborn got progressively odder and less sane, and just went off and eventually died and left them here. And that the elf and the tiefling agreed that they should die together. And given the opportunity to escape, they were not going to, because they didn't have a life to go back to anyways. The human would like to get out. The elf on the far end desperately wants to leave.
So, Mir
All
is
right.
going to go around and do, I guess, some medicine checks. She's going to try and treat the wounds of the better off elf and the human.
Okay.
And she's going to try and make some kind of numbing sleeping draught for the worse off elf with the stuff in her herbalism kit.
Being that I don't understand sign, I ask what was said.
Okay.
Do you
Um,
am I relayed what was said?
you're very quiet, Luke.
Sorry. Better?
Yes. Yes,
Alright,
you guys can assist. Go ahead and roll medicine checks, Mir.
Okay,
awesome.
does the assist mean I don't have disadvantage?
That's correct. Actually, because 2 people are assisting you, I'm going to break the law, and I'm going to say you have advantage.
Excellent. So that's 19 for treating the better off elf.
I pour another glass
Wait,
of
sorry,
wine.
that's 23 for the better off elf, because I add my wisdom. 11 for the human, and for a sleeping draught for the worse off elf.
Okay.
23.
Zachar, the
Oh wait, no, I
dragonborn
add my
was already
proficiency
good.
bonus for the herbalism kit, don't
Oh,
I?
yeah.
Add 2 to each of those.
Well, no, herbalism kit is not medicine checks.
So I'm doing medicine checks for this, not
Yes.
using the herbalism kit.
Herbalism kit is to, like, find stuff, I think. Still need to
Um,
get the document for that.
So I pour another glass
I-
of wine and hand
hang on.
the worse off out.
The worse off elf signs thank you several times in a row.
Mir is also,
I just
by the way,
nod.
making a little numbing sleeping draught for this elf.
Okay.
She lets you know this. This will make it as painless as possible.
I pull out the same dagger. and
It
wait
says
for a
that
moment.
proficiency with the kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to identify or apply herbs.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Go ahead.
So yeah, Mir makes something to make the elf feel calm and a little sleepy and make this as painless as possible.
Okay. You happen to have
Jeez.
a couple of roots with you? Roots that I don't know. I mean, if I had the herbalism kit packet, I would know, but I don't know off the top of my head. So I'm just gonna say roots, miscellaneous roots. But you know what they do. And you can add 1 to the wine and give it to this poor elf who wants to die.
Well, I believe a couple drops of nightshade would do the trick to make you sleepy.
Okay.
I think that's gonna do a little bit more than make you
I think that's gonna make you dead, but okay.
No. That's only a couple berries, but a couple drops would make you sleepy.
Oh.
It's all about portions.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Regardless, this elf drinks the wine. After a couple seconds, they start to sort of fade. Not that they weren't already
And
fading
then-
fast.
Right. And I finish the job.
Roll an attack.
Alright. That was 5 to add to it. That's
Does she get advantage because the elf is literally wanting to be?
It's just not a high DC is all.
Okay.
it's 14.
It's smooth, it is surgical. You kill this elf.
Mir says a prayer
I
over
put
him.
it in the same cage as the other. Close the eyes. Muttering.
Mir, by the way,
sometimes
is-
under breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mir says like prayers to her own gods for like safe travel and whatnot. She also says a sort of jumbling of prayers she's heard from other pilgrims in the hopes that one of them is the right god. Begs her gods to find them the right place to go.
Alright.
And then she goes back over to the human and helps him up and make sure the other elf is on their feet.
Alright, the human looks over at Minato. Frightened. Very, very frightened. They haven't been speaking, and you're not sure why, because they don't look like they're missing a tongue or a vocal cords or anything. The elf looks over at Minato and goes, "You gonna do that to me too?"
No, says Mir.
Thank
No,
you, Nove.
you're-
Thank you,
you-
Bree's name.
unless you were
Welcome to
asking
the
for
Ivy.
it.
Thank you for
No.
the follow. Glad to have you on board.
It is what they wanted. We will not do that to you. We're freeing you now.
Right,
Mir
okay.
looks to the human and says and signs, "We are leaving this place. Would you like to come with us? We can get you help."
The human deliberates for a second and then signs yes. Absolutely.
Mir will like give him a hand up, so help support him as he walks if he needs it.
Okay. The elf on the far end stumbles a little but seems to be able to walk. This is the 3rd floor, that is the final floor of the building. And yes, a fire in this place could probably be contained pretty easily. The entire place is hot as hell though, so be careful. And the human is having some trouble walking and might need carried.
Mir will carry him.
Alright.
Someone is getting out of here alive, damn it.
This human looks very confused to be being carried by a small, yet very strong bird. Little bird.
And the
+2
strong
strength
cleric
modifier,
arms.
damn it.
Yeah, roll me a strength check, Mir.
And am I doing this with disadvantage?
Yes. It is an ability check.
Mir must trip on the stairs because she gets a 1.
Oh no. You can't even pick this
That
person
one.
up.
I assist.
Mir starts to cry a little again.
Okay, you assist. Mir, re-roll the check. Flat.
Okay. That is also a nat 1.
Oh man. Minato, you try and help Mir pick
This
this
is what I get
person
for
up.
rolling double 20s earlier.
I try and do it myself.
You already assisted. If anybody else wants to try. Anybody else particularly strong?
Mir fucking cast
That
enhance
sucks,
ability
'cause
on
I rolled a
herself.
20.
You rolled a— oh shit.
Oh,
To do it by myself.
Fuck. Hey, looking at you,
Well,
Braum,
that just
strong man.
happened.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
Mir will cast enhance ability on Braum. Carry! She's getting a little desperate.
19.
Alright. Luke, Minato, and Braum, the two of you can carry this person. It is a tall elf, which is why it requires both of you, because Braum is a short dwarf. But, the
You
both
mean
of
human?
you... Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. Tall human.
Wow.
I have 4 NPCs I made up the top of my head. Don't you do this. You guys, you take hold of this human. You're each carrying, like, about half of them. And you cart this person down the stairs, and it does not take a lot at all.
As the last thing in the room, Mir goes over to the two in the cage and sort of puts their hands together.
Oh.
Two dead.
And then
Says one last
Tiska...
goodbye and heads out.
And then Tiska lights them on fire. Pyre. Yeah, alright. As you leave, you see a flame begin to lick up the window. And as you leave the tower behind, you also notice that, it's almost like it was supposed to happen. The ceiling breaks. And magma begins to pour down onto the top of the tower and cover it and sort of fill some of the rooms. Yeah, there were 4 people caged. 2 of them are dead. 2 died, says Lug. Died, uh-huh.
Uh-huh, they died. By my hand, but they died.
They ambiguously died, huh? Alright. Yes. So
Yeah,
you guys...
I agree with
Serious.
skeletal assisted
So
suicide.
the other elf is kind of wobbling out and
Yeah.
carrying the human.
Alright.
We're gonna go the fuck home if we can.
Yeah, you guys head home. There's only the matter of how to get everyone back across the magma river. I'm
I
keeping an
still
eye on the
have
clock, don't you worry, guys.
I still have my bridge up. I never took it down.
I also still have one more casting of enhanced ability if you want to cast. If anyone would be crossed in some fashion.
Alright. You guys want to just do that again?
Tiska should take the one to fly across the slaves.
It'll take many trips, but Tiska can fly you guys across. With that doubled carrying capacity, man.
I roll 17 for acrobatics to go back across my bridge.
It works. Yep, you tiptoe across. Anybody else with a high dexterity can try that as well.
I'd be tempted if I didn't have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Alright, so Tiska just flies you guys across. You guys are heading back to
I retrieve my rope.
the rift. You retrieve the rope with your mage hand. Alright, your rope is safe and secure. JD, it's not a big deal. Tiska flew you. We're running a bit low on time, so I'm gonna go ahead and just head to the end of the episode. Episode? I guess. You guys head back towards the rift. As you're kind of nearing it, you all hear something. Something
What?
big.
Rapier out.
You hear something big. It kind of sounds like it's... Oh, is this... Where is it? Is this in the wall? Is it coming from the wall? Boosh! The wall blasts open. None of you are directly in the range of it, but, you guys all see something come out of the wall. What is that? You don't know. It has far too many legs. Maybe...
Can we just fucking run?
Maybe about 9, 10 legs? You see claws, you see fangs, you see brilliant
11
crimson
Arcana
hide,
check
you
do
see
anything?
scales, you see lots of teeth. Lorelai says, "Run!" With alert, you're alert as fuck. Yeah, you see this. You are running. You cast Entangle. This thing screams. It is huge, and it is coming for you right now.
Booking it.
Did an 11 give me anything to check what it is.
You have no idea what this fucking thing is. It is huge and terrifying. Run.
Okay. I'm running.
You go. You guys start booking it through the cave.
Yeah.
As I do so, I throw a blast back at it.
It doesn't seem to do anything. This thing rips through your entangle like it's nothing.
Rest in pieces.
Are you going? What is it? You can roll something to check. Roll Arcana. As you're running.
Mir's gonna like kind of help push her, haul the elf along if need be.
Fortunately, somebody got a 20 for strength. Was that Luke? Was that Minato?
Yeah.
You're fucking booking it
Yeah.
with this chick, with this poor human. Sorry. Yeah, you've got the human. The elf chick died.
Human,
Right.
Human.
16. You don't know. You have no fucking clue what this is. JD. You've got nothing. You guys are fucking booking it. You see the rift ahead of you. Lorelai is literally sprinting. Why is she so fast? Oh my god. Lorelai looks back and she just shakes her head and she goes, go, 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 go! Come on, come on, come on!
Jump through.
Jump through, jump through, okay. Lorelai's pretty much screaming. Tiska's running, Tiska's flying for the rift. This thing is screaming. It has like giant arms. Maybe they have like tentacles or something? I don't know. Lorelai hurls herself through the rift in like a sick roll.
As I go through the portal, I open the box, and when I get through, I chuck the globe down as
We should make sure everyone's through first.
Yeah, you rip the globe out with your bare hand. It's not hot to the touch. You see your party come streaming through. You see that the rift, it's swirling, and Lorelai screams, "Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!" to her scientists, and they're like, "What? What's going on?" She goes, "Just drop it! Drop the rift connection now!"
16 plus 1, so 17 for strength check. Break the thing.
You watch your party
With a
members come
10-foot
flooding
drop.
out. Lorelai's running towards the mechanisms around the rift. People are shouting because she's freaking out. The rift, you physically see it go wham as something hits it from the other side. You see the rift physically shudder as this thing slams into it from the other direction. You see it move from the force of whatever this is. You see it bend and twist, and Lorelai is pretty much just screaming. And you take this globe and you hurl it down and it shatters. And the rift, it doesn't fade away this time, it flickers and then goes soap bubble. And it's closed. And you take a breath and you look around.
What is that thing?
And you look at your party. You see Braum there. You see Braum kind of panting. You see Temp, hands on his knees, breathing. You see Lorelai over by the mechanisms, furiously typing. You see Mir. You see the human and the elf that were rescued. You see Zakrau.
Minato's laying on the ground, just sprawled. breathing
Where's Tiska?
heavily.
You don't see Tiska.
Mir makes like an air raid siren noise.
Well, my ears are bleeding now.
You don't see Tiska.
Shush. What is wrong?
Tiska!
I get up and look around.
Zakrau, you tell Lorelai, you say open it up, and Lorelai goes, open what? I can't. It's no longer connected to that plane. I can't open it. It won't. It physically won't. That's the point of destroying the sources. Why? Why do we need...
Because Tiska's gone!
Oh no. Oh god, no! And she looks around. I can't, we can't open it. We can't open it. I'm sorry. And that is where we will end the session for tonight.
You're the worst.
I love you.
I want you to know that I hate you, and I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Oh, I don't mean it in the nicest way possible. You're just the worst.
I love you all. Jadaloo's, the session is over. We will handle this next week. Next week, appropriately, Tiska, Echo will not be here.
Is this why?
No. But, you know. So, yeah. It is 10 p.m. Anyone who needs to leave, skedoodle, and I'll end the stream.
Alright. Ciao, Bella.
I'll see you then. I'll be right back. Alright. So that was fun. Hey kids, don't play with radiation. Also don't, like... Yeah, just don't play with radiation. Don't touch stuff if you don't know what it is. Mercy killing is good, and sometimes. And that's the lessons for today. I think I'm gonna get on the magma river. Go through the portal. That's entirely possible. Skylark, thank you. I love you. I love all of you. I love everyone here. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Welcome. Oh man, it's refreshing the stream on my... Hold on, I don't need to do that. Let me just do it from this computer. My beautiful music. Okay. What was it playing? I don't even remember. Let's play one shot. Okay, so... Vifanter, thank you! I appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for stopping by tonight. We will resolve Tiska's situation next week. And by resolve, I mean address. It's not going to be resolved for quite some time. Don't worry about it. Because Echo is going to be gone for a little bit. So we will be forced to play without our beloved druid for at least a month. Which will suck, but don't worry. We can do this. So, anyway. Thank you again for stopping by tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the stream so I can talk to my players about how this went. If you have any questions or comments about it, or you would like to chat with us about Dungeons and Dragons, go ahead and Discord it up. That didn't throw the Discord link in my chat, did it? It didn't. Okay. Weird. My chat page might be broken. I'm figuring that out real quick. Oh, my connection doesn't work. Okay, cool. Thank you everybody who's given me bits. My internet connection has failed. Somebody type !Discord to get the Discord information if it didn't work for me. Other than that, thank you for stopping by tonight. Before you go to sleep tonight, because I'm going to go ahead and outro now, I would appreciate it if you would take a couple minutes to wander around your house and make sure you don't have any extra lights on, electronic devices plugged in that aren't in use, chargers plugged in that aren't charging anything, water dripping from your faucets, etc. Make sure you go around and make certain of all of that, and do that, if you will, in an effort to conserve power and resources, and do that as a favor to me and to your planet. Thank you all very, very much. I will see you on Thursday for some Skyrim. And until then...